Class is back in session, and today we're going to be talking about how to upsell ethically as an aesthetic nurse. Starting with number one, we assess first and then recommend second. You never want to recommend additional products or services without doing a full, comprehensive assessment on your client. Selling is not pushing products, it is identifying problems and offering solutions. You don't know what problems your client has without doing an assessment. You want to objectively assess their anatomy, explain what you see clinically, and then you offer solutions. So for example, if you were assessing a client for Botox, you could say, based on your anatomy, it looks like this muscle is overcompensating for this muscle movement, so a few extra injections here could give you a more balanced appearance. There you go. Next, and this is very important, but you must explain the why. Don't just tell your client, hey, you need under eye filler. Remember, we are educating our client, so let them know what's going on. Tell them, because you lost support in your mid face, it's making your under eyes look more hollow. So starting with cheek support can lift the area more naturally. And by the way, this is just an example, but here's how educating your client will make them more likely to purchase from you because they're buying what makes sense. They're not just buying things for the sake of it. The client is more willing to buy from you when they understand how the option benefits them. Remember that. And that brings me to my next point. Give the client options and not ultimatums. You want your client to stay in control. So, say for example, they're interested in full face Botox, but they're not quite sure. Don't tell them that it's either all or nothing. Tell them something along the lines of, hey, we can start with forehead today, or we can treat multiple areas for a smoother result. You decide. And if your client trusts you, they will go with whatever you recommend the most, but never take their choice away. So next we have long-term plans, and this is actually incredibly important. When you think about it, our skin often requires multiple treatment sessions before we see our desired results. So you don't want to tell your client, hey, we're doing all this today. Why don't you say something along the lines of, here's how we can support your skin over the next 6 to 12 months. And then that opens the door to talk about monthly treatments, seasonal treatments like lasers, or even a treatment bundle that'll enhance their overall result. People tend to appreciate structure, and that lets them know that they're being taken care of and not just sold to. And last but not least, always leave room for a no. If they say not today and you respond with, okay, no problem, we can revisit next time whenever you're ready, they will respect you. Your clients will remember how you respond to their boundaries. If you respect their boundaries, you can turn that no into a yes later. No does not mean never. Sometimes it just means not today. All right, y'all, that concludes today's class. I hope these tips help, but I can promise you, if you implement these when talking to your clients, it will make a difference.